Good morning, my dear students. How are you? Yes, I hope all of you are fine. I'm also fine. In our previous class, what we have discussed? We have solved exercise 10.2 and we learned from the chapter 10. What we learned from the chapter 10? We learned from the chapter 10 that about second on a circle or and tangent of a circle. Means the main concept of chapter 10 is these two. And depend on tangent, there are two theorems we got. One is what? The line joining from the point of contact to the center of a circle is always perpendicular to the tangent. And another one is what? The lengths of the tangents drawn from an external point are always equal. Understood? So these two theorem is very important for chapter 10. So next today I want to start a new chapter. So yesterday I planned that I will start chapter 7, coordinate geometry. So before starting this chapter, I want to remind you that still I am not getting homeworks from all the students. Only some of them has submitted in the last class. So I hope in the next class I will get homeworks from all the students. I already told you, in case any doubt, confusion, please contact me. I am always with you and I am ready to help you. Today we will start coordinate geometry. So before starting that, I want to recall what you got in class 9. So coordinate geometry you got in class 9. So first of all I want to recall what you got in class 9. In class 9 you got about Cartesian plane. There are two axes, x-axis and y-axis, and there are four quadrants, like first quadrant plus plus, second quadrant minus plus, third quadrant minus minus, and fourth quadrant plus minus. And where the two axes intersect and this intersect each other, that point is called origin, and the coordinate of the origin is 0 0. Understood? First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. This is the basic concept of a coordinate geometry. That is what? Cartesian plane. Also you understood in class 9 that how to plot the points on a Cartesian plane. Now this coordinates means what? There are two coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinate. X coordinate special name is what? Abscissa, and y coordinate is what? Ordinate. Special name is what? Ordinate. And both of these together is called coordinates. Okay. X coordinate you have to plot on the x-axis and y coordinate you have to plot on the y-axis. That is why x coordinate you have to write first and y coordinate you have to write second. Next, distance formula. So distance formula means what? Now you will get in class 10. I want to tell you that what are things you will get in class 10 in the chapter coordinate geometry. There are three important things. First of all, you will get to know about distance formula. Secondly, section formula, and third one, area of triangle, when the vertices of a triangle are given. So these three important things you will get to know in class 10. So today I am going to explain what is distance formula. Okay. So distance formula, see, suppose you are having 2 points A and B. The coordinate of A is 2 3 and coordinate of B is 6 3. Now the question is what? How to find the distance of AB? How to find the distance of AB? Means AB is equal to what? How much distance? You need to find. And this one we can find out by using distance formula. Now what is distance formula? How we will obtain this formula? See. Okay, you understood this one? See, distance formula. Suppose this is a Cartesian plane. this is x-axis, and this one you know what, y-axis. This is origin. Next, suppose these 2 points I am taking AB, but suppose I am taking 2 points, what, P and Q. This for any distance formula you can use for any points, okay. So this is Q, this is Q, okay. So coordinate I am here actually 2, 3, 6, anything. Suppose first coordinate is what, x, and second one is y. So suppose this one is x1, y1, this is x1, okay. Try to understand x1 1 is comma y1, and this is what, x2, y2, a different coordinate, x2, y2. Understood? Second is this means you need to find out the distance between these 2 points. Draw a perpendicular line here and from here, okay. These two are what, perpendicular line on what, where, on x-axis, yes or no? Suppose this is R and this is S. Now next, okay, Q keep here, this is Q, okay. You can take here also, but I am taking here, okay. Then if you draw one more perpendicular like that, this is PT on QS. Try to understand, my dear students, on QS. Join PQ. What do you need? Don't forget, you need the distance of PQ. I have all of you understood? In the distance of PQ, so that is what we have done. PR perpendicular on PR and QS perpendicular on x-axis we have drawn. After that, PT perpendicular on QS. Now see, suppose this is O. Now see, here if you find out OR, this is here, okay, here OR. So OR means what, like suppose this is a what value is 2 or not. Suppose x-axis, then means what, you have to see like that 2, 3. So like that OR, this is how much, x1, how much, how much, x1, then y1. That is why you got the point P here. So that means OR is what, x1. Then OS, now here what, x2, y2. Then you first OS x2, y2, then only you got what, Q. So S is what, x2. Try to understand these values. Next, we got OR and OS. So RS, see, you have OR and also OS, then you can find out R is equal to what, OS minus OR, yes or no? OS minus OR, what is left, RS. So OS minus OR is what, RS. Next, what is OS, x2, and what is OR, x1. Clear? Also SQ, SQ. So SQ know already. What is SQ? From O to S is x2, then S to Q is what, y2. Then ST, see, after drawing this is perpendicular, it becomes a rectangle. So opposite sides are equal. So ST is equal to what, PR. Don't forget, it becomes a what, rectangle. So ST is also equal to what, PR. And ST is equal to what, like RS, you can find out ST. ST is equal to what, SQ minus what, sorry, ST. See, if ST is equal to PR, then OR is x1 and PR is what, y1, then ST is also equal to what, y1. So ST is equal to PR is equal to what, y1. Understood, no? SQ, first I got what, SQ, y2, then ST is equal to PR. Since PR is y1, so ST is also equal to what, y1. Then QT, so in QT you can find like RS. QT is like RS. How you got RS? OS minus OR. So QT is what, SQ minus ST. SQ minus ST. What is left? QT. SQ minus what? ST. So what is SQ? Y2. What is ST? Y1. So you got all the values here. Now this, if this is a perpendicular, then this is how much? 90 degree. So now use Pythagoras theorem in triangle PQT. In triangle PQT using PT. PT means what, do you know? Pythagoras theorem. Here hypotenuse is PQ. So PQ square equal to PT square plus what? QT square. Clear? Then PT. What is PT? What is RS? I already told you this is a rectangle. So RS is equal to what? PT. RS is equal to what? PT. So RS is equal to what? OS minus OR is also equal to what? PT or not? Because already I told you it is a rectangle. So PT is what? X2 minus X1 whole square. And QT is, what is QT? QT Y2 minus Y1. So you can write in the place of QT Y2 minus Y1 whole square. Now if you take out the square from this side, PQ is equal to, then you get root over X2 minus X1 whole square plus Y2 minus Y1 whole square. Understood? So I repeat what I have done. First of all, I took 2 points, P and Q, then two perpendicular. I have drawn two perpendiculars. Then PT on QS, this is a third perpendicular. Then the coordinates of P is X1 Y1 and Q is X2 Y2. After that, I got the values like OR X1, OS X2. So we got what? OS and OR we have. So RS is equal to what? OS minus OR. And RS is also equal to what? PT. So RS is equal to OS minus OR. OS is X2 and OR is what? X1. So RS is equal to X2 minus 1 PT. Similarly, SQ Y2, ST PR. Then we got Y1. So QT, SQ minus ST, Y2 minus 1. Now in this triangle we use Pythagoras theorem in triangle PQT. Then we got PQ square because PQ is hypotenuse, PT square plus QT square. After that we got put the values. Then we got this one. PQ is equal to what? Root over X2 minus X1 whole square plus Y2 minus Y1 whole square. So we got what? Distance formula. Means you can use this formula for any 2 points, okay, to find out the distance. What we got? Root over X2 minus X1 whole square plus Y2 minus Y1 whole square. Or can you write this formula like that? Root over X1 minus X2 or what? Y minus Y2. So you are thinking that A minus B is not equal to B minus A. It is not possible, but it is possible because here A minus B, so X2 minus X1, X1 minus X2, different, but square is here. Okay, suppose for example X2 is 4 and X1 is 1 value. Then 4 minus 1 is what? X2 is 4, X1 is 1. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 square is what? 9. Okay. Now you see X1 minus X2. X1 is what? 1. And X2 is what? 4. 1 minus 4 what? Minus 3. And minus 3 square is what? Again 9. That means this one and this one is what? Same. After getting minus, it will be square or not? After square, you will get the same value. That is why you can write like this also. Understood? So this is distance formula. I hope all of you understood. Next, exercise 7.1. And there are 3 questions. Questions are like that. You have to find out the distance. Okay. So I will solve question number 1. Find the distance between the flowing pairs of points. There are 3 questions actually. Question number 1. See. You need to find out the distance. So how to use this formula here? See. Using distance formula. What? Root over X2 minus X1 whole square plus Y2 minus Y1 whole square. First of all, you can write here what is X1. If you are thinking that I will get confused, so write like that: X1, X2, sorry, X1, Y1 and X2, Okay, like I have done mistake like just now, x1 x2. So don't do like this mistake. It's becoming frequently, and these mistakes are called silly mistake. So that's why be careful, because x1 y1 x2 y2. Okay, now x2 minus x1 whole square, this is the formula. See, x2 minus x1. Now put the values. After solving two or three sums, after no need to write here, you will get idea by yourself easily. So what is x2? 4, x1 is 2, y2 is 1, and y1 is 3. Try to understand. Then 4 minus 2 what? 2 square. Then plus 1 minus 3 is what? Minus 2 square. So okay, 2 square is what? 4, and minus 2 square is also 4, and 4 plus 4 is what? Root 8, or root 8 you can break and write what? 2 root 2, because 4 into 2, 4 square is 2, so 2 root 2. Understood? Like this you can use distance formula. So what is the distance between these 2 points? What? 2 root 2. Next, determine if the points are collinear. So okay, what I told, determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 11 are collinear. Okay, so this means what? So suppose they are collinear. If they are collinear, then the figure should be like this: A, B, C. They lies on the, all the points lies on the same line. But in this question, they are asking that you have to say either they are collinear or not. So this is not the perfect figure. This one I have shown you. If they are collinear, then the figure should be like this. That means you understood that all the points lies on the same line. Now let the AB, I'm taking, let the points are A, B, and what? And C is what? Minus 2, minus 11. Understood? Then let us check either they have formed like this or not. If they have formed like this, then we can say yes, they are collinear. Otherwise, they are not collinear. Now we have to find out AB. What is AB? The distance between AB is, you can have to find out using distance formula what? x2 minus x1 whole square. What is x2 here? You can write directly here like that, x2 minus. So I am not writing directly this time. Next time I will write direct. Y2 minus y1. So here, what is x2? 3. Yes, minus what? No, not 3. 2. Sorry, 2. It is x2 minus x2 y2 x1 y1. So 2 minus 1, or you can write 1 minus 2 also. 3 minus what? 5. So 2 minus 1 is what? 1 square. 1 square is 1, and 3 minus 5 is minus 2 square. Minus 2 square is what? 3 minus 5 minus 2. Minus 2 square is 4. 1 plus 4 is root 5. So you cannot find out the root 5. Next you find out BC. So BC, I use the formula directly, BC. So this is x2. For BC, this is x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. So minus 2 minus 2. x2 minus 1 minus 2 minus 2. Then next, minus 11 minus 3. So minus 2 is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 square is 16, and minus 11 minus 3 minus 14 square is 196. Then 6 6 12, 9 1 10. What? 11. Then 212. Now we got what? AB and also BC. Now try to find out AC. What is AC? C. 1 5 and minus 4. Now A is this one x1 y1 and C this one x2 y2. So minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 minus 1 plus minus 11 minus 5. Minus 2 minus 1 minus 3 is equal to 9 minus 11 minus 5 minus 16 is equal to how much? 256. Then 256 plus 9 6 15 5 6, how much? 265. Now see, we got all the distance A, B, B, C and AC. See, suppose for example, I am taking these points are collinear. Okay, if they collinear, then the distance like this, no? AB plus BC is equal to what? It should be equal to what? If they are collinear, then AB, after taking the distance of AB and also BC, if you add these two, AB plus BC, then AB plus BC must be equal to what? AC. Then only we can say that these 3 points are collinear. Now that is why I got we have find all the distance like AB, BC and AC. Now we have to say either they form this, they flow this one or not. Now see, therefore if you find AB plus BC, what is AB here? See, root 5, and what is BC? Root 212. So you cannot add these two. And what is AC? Root 265. So you can, this sum of this AB plus BC is not equal to AC. Therefore we can see it is clearly that AB plus BC, what equal root 5 plus root 212 is not equal to root 265. So it's not equal to what? AC. That means the given points are collinear or not? You can tell now. The given points are collinear or not? No, the given points are not collinear. Therefore also the given points are not, or points are non-collinear. So I hope all of you understood what we have done. We have find all the distance like AB, BC and AC. After that we check either it is either we get AB plus BC is equal to AC or not. Here we got AB plus BC is not equal to AC, so the given points are non-collinear. Understood now? Non-collinear means. So here question number 4, check whether 5 minus 2, 6, 4 and 7 minus 2 are the vertices of a isosceles triangle or not. So this is your homework. Okay, you have to check this, you have to take all the vertices of the triangle A, B and C. After that you have to check all the sides. If you get 2 sides are equal, then you can say that it is an isosceles triangle. So this is your homework. Understood now? This is your homework. And also means homeworks are what? Question number 1, 2 and 3. Then question number what? Question number 2 and question number 4. 1, 2, 3 and this one sub number 2, 3. Okay, and here question number 2 and 4. So try to solve all the homeworks correctly, and I already told you, please submit your homework according to given time. Okay, or in case any confusion you can ask me through WhatsApp. Thank you so much. Have a nice day ahead.